Welcome, all of you, to Toon Talk 2.0. I was literally gonna say something like nice and smart assy, and it just gone.
You know what? Take two.
I lost it. It's gone.
I know. So, Levy, thank you very much for being here. We lost it. It's gone. We don't have anything to do here. Sorry, I just ate some chips right before, with almost right before the show started, and I'm like, anyway, let's just start with something that I want to clarify. I started watching Squid Game because your recommendation.
Oh,
Not the show, the original one.
yeah, the original. Okay.
First of all, I feel stupid just to say the original, like it's a big shit. Okay,
Well, it's not the game show. It's the series.
It's the series, exactly. Oh man, I don't know, bro. I'm in episode 5, and the concept is good. I notice that whatever the audience might believe this, but if I lose 5 pounds and move to that fucking country, it could be Brad Pitt. One, just start. There's not a pretty person in the show.
Oh man, how good do you think I could do over there?
Bro, I will be Brad. You will be Matt Damon, easily, because you do the fighting.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
You know, I'm not playing here. We can continue our lives online, and it's so frustrating that I get what it becomes, because surprising, but it's a bad show, man. I know that you like it. It's a bad show. Don't tell me, like I said, I'm in episode 5, but imagine that if I go and present the show to Netflix and I tell them, hi, I want to present a show. What show? What are you talking to me? What is it? And I feel like crazy like that. It's like, calm down, dude. Not every situation need to be acting, yelling to create drama. The acting drives me nuts. It's not bad, but it's all overacted.
You are watching. You're watching the original Korean, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
In Korean with subtitles in English.
Yeah. Okay. Just making sure. Just making sure.
It's like, dude, come on. It's like Jerry Seinfeld in Acid when he's mad. What are you doing? What are you doing? Everything is yelling. Everything is overacted. In the second episode, I become interested, because for the goodwill of our show, Toon Talk, I say I cannot talk about entertainment if I'm not. And then I'm going, like, you know what? I just can't. I'm gonna finish it because I promised to finish it.
Ooh, well, you're not gonna like it, because I will say this about Squid Game. As much as I really enjoy the concept, particularly the games, the whole dystopian games of death thing is not anything new. However, Squid Game gets worse with time, and
don't do that for me.
Well, here just to let the people know, because we're actually, by the time you watch this, we will have talked about it on the Average Intelligence podcast, because I am enthralled by the actual game show. Yeah. And the biggest thing, and my friend Justin Spur did a video on TikTok today, and he was talking about how this shit is either, my take on it is that show is either so hokey, or they found the weakest crop of human beings. Like, there's a dude in the actual game show. I'm not spoiling it for you because it's nothing major, but I'll talk more on the game show a little bit later, because it does some interesting things that make it entertaining. But so you've seen the game with the shapes, right? Okay.
Oh yeah, the cookie.
Yeah.
Yes.
So how they make it fresh in the game show, among some other things, that game in particular, is they have everybody line up in 4 lines just like they do in the show. But on the game show, you know what's coming, right? Because you've seen Squid Game, or presumably. I think there are some people that are on the game show that haven't seen the show, which that's your first mistake. But anyway, so yeah. The trick is, though, the first 4 people online, they pick the shape for their line, but all 4 have to agree on who goes where, or they all get eliminated, and then the next 4 come up.
Yeah.
So, but there was this one dude who's just a. Feel free to censor this. I can't say it anyway. He's just a. Well, I can't say it.
He's an asshole?
No, he's a wuss.
Oh.
He's a little bitch. Like he's sitting there.
He's a little bitch. You can say that.
Yeah, he's sitting there like hyperventilating and almost vomiting because he's going to have to make a decision. And I'm just like, bro. Like I not even calm down, because I can understand some people don't do as well as others under stress. This is not stress, dude.
It's not stress. It's a game show.
Your absolute worst case scenario is you lose the game and you get to go home.
Well, but that you gotta give it kudos to the. I don't know if you can hear me. Let me put the microphone because I'm comfortable laying down to there. That's better. You gotta give it to the casting director because he's finding people that are so annoying.
Either that
or they're really lucky.
Or they're, because I know that here's another thing a lot of people don't know, but I like to burst their bubble. Reality TV is fake. I know. I've worked.
What? Oh my God! Really? I didn't know that, Jake. I thought that every person has the right answer for the right concept and the right problem. Oh my God! Really?
Yeah, you'd be shocked.
Script people.
Yeah. It's a script. I've worked on a reality show, regional as it may be. I've been there. I've seen the producer come up and say, "Hey, listen, we need you to be more angry."
Yeah.
You know, that kind of stuff. Reality TV's fake. So they either got super lucky and this guy is literally one of the most useless human beings on planet Earth, or it's an actor, which is probably this. It's an actor who's playing a part.
Yeah, and he's a good actor.
And he's a good actor because you believe this dude is just a wimp.
Well, there's a lot of competition games that, as they're paid by a product placement, everything is act and a script.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen this show with Jimmy Fallon, that people goes there and sing, for professionals sing, and they nail the song perfectly in tune, and they know, dude, they rehearsed that for a week.
And they have auto-tune on the mics.
And they rehearse for a week. Nobody on the spot, being high, like Snoop, can come and sing like Motley Crue just on the spot and know the lyrics right. You can't.
Yeah.
They're performers. They're not geniuses, right?
Yeah, I especially remember the one where he had, I know it was Ariana Grande, and I think it was Kelly Clarkson. And they were doing.
I know you were thinking about that because it's become really famous.
Well, but what a lot of people, I think a lot of people miss this, is there's a moment where it's Kelly Clarkson's turn to sing, but then Ariana joins in. But it's perfectly synchronized.
Bro, first of all, they've been doing that act, the two of them, for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry. This podcast is sponsored by Hot Hands. If you have pain and it's cold as hell and you walk your dog, break one of these, shake it, put it in your foot. Yeah, I need to word those. It's too cold. Welcome to the winter, everyone. Fall is gone.
It's here.
I don't know. Every time that the fall is too fast. It's supposed to last longer.
Well, it is the end of November.
Yeah, I was going to tell you. Yeah, but it goes so fast. In a point of the end of the summer, I'm like, shit, it's too hot, man. Right? Hopefully it gets cold. But then fall starts, and then suddenly I'm freezing. And like, shit, I know that it's still fall.
Yeah.
But come on, dude.
I don't know about where you're at, but here we actually had a quasi-normal. It was a little bit shorter than like I remember when I was younger, but it was a quasi-normal fall.
Usually when you're younger, it's a little shorter.
No, because there has been a change.
I'm talking about your COCK, dude. When you're younger, it's smaller. Sorry, I apologize. I digress. But, like I say, it's really cold. I can't wait to go back to California. I'm dying. I'm even considering now that the company's working by itself. I'm considering moving to Hawaii or like someplace real hot. But then I don't want to die in a fire. Sorry. Let me tell you that we're producing.
But it's okay.
It's really mad at me.
It's okay because the Rock will save you.
There you go. Exactly.
By taking donations.
Yeah. But have you seen the meme that he's hugging a rock and it's when you love yourself? That went really viral these last days. So let me tell you that Nino was mad at me. Told me that our producer and editor, he said that my comments and your comments on the Puff Daddy case were really strong. And you know what my answer was? Fuck it, we get banned, we get banned.
I got to respectfully disagree on that one because we both look, we're coming from a place of we've seen a lot of these cases pop up, and we both said in no uncertain words that, listen, if he's guilty, he should go to jail.
Yeah, but I mean, that's his job, just to check that we do perfect. But
yeah, and I get it.
Anyway,
I get it.
He didn't say it in a bad way. He's like, should we take that part out? I go like, no. I go like, no. Or like, hell no. And he's like, well, you guys went too direct and too rough. I go like, yeah, that's Toon Talk. I mean, that's who we are.
That's Toon Talk. I mean,
the last viral thing that we had is when I started talking bad about Latinos, remember?
Yeah.
And I wasn't talking bad about Latinos.
No.
I was talking about a bad casting selecting a Latino into a white character. It's like if you decide suddenly to do Macbeth with Samuel L. Jackson. Oh, no, shit, they did that too.
Well, but here's a life skill that I like to use whenever something is perceived as controversial or possibly controversial is it's quite literally put the shoe on the other foot. So, for example, we were talking about I forget what we were talking about, but I always say,
Puff Daddy.
Oh no. So the example I always give is, how there were a lot of people that were mad about, them casting Halle Bailey as the Little Mermaid. No, that's not a good example because that's a fictional character. Oh, we're talking Rachel Zegler, Snow White, perfect example.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, I don't understand why you're mad. It's representation, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, so let's put the shoe on the other foot. Let's do a biopic of Martin Luther King Jr.
With me.
Oh, no, even better. Let's cast, what's his name? Chris Hemsworth as Martin Luther King Jr.
He'll be a powerful guy.
Well, here's the thing. I'm not being facetious. Let's really think about this. Could Chris Hemsworth do the role on a dramatic?
As an actor, he will, but people will go crazy about it.
That's my point. Why? Because
I support that point completely.
Because you can't cast a white guy in a historical biopic about a black man during the civil rights movement.
I'm really, really angry. The award that Will Smith received, remember the Academy Award that just after he kicked Chris Rock ass. I mean, what if they give me that role
as Will Smith?
Latino fighting. Oh. Yeah, why? Being a I mean, that's how crazy it is to put a Latino in Snow White. I don't know if you remember the dramatic cultural argument years after the fact when Robert Downey Jr. acted in Thunderstorm as a black man.
I love that movie.
It was an amazing movie. It was really funny. But years after, everybody started complaining about it. It's like, dude, that's the point, that it's just the generational easy way to express themselves because their lack of culture is not competing with other generations.
Well, it also tells me they haven't seen the movie because they clearly don't understand the joke. The joke is that Hollywood is so soulless and money driven that they would literally cast a white Australian man as a black man because he's an A-list actor.
Yeah, and that's the joke. But
that's the joke. They're making fun of the fact that it's wrong. And it just happens.
Our president has Alzheimer's, dude. How you can ask?
Sure, national pressure.
I don't know. He's weird.
So the point I was making about Squid Game, before I forget, my biggest pet peeve in any sort of media, listen, I'll believe anything you put on screen as long as it makes sense and you obey the rules that you put in your universe. Now, I'm not going to spoil it for you, my friend.
Please don't.
But for those who have seen Squid Game, there is a player that gets eliminated because... Oh, there you go.
Just keep joking. I'm not even going to listen to
it.
I'm a writer, so I assume.
For those of you who know,
who've
seen Squid Game... Yeah, no. For those who have seen Squid Game, the North Korean exile, the girl, she gets killed by a piece of flying glass after the game masters blow up the stage from the glass jump game. That's not fair. That's not part of the game.
Okay, great. You see, that's how maturely we decide conflict in this show. I take my headphones. You can talk. Yeah, no. You know what? That happened to me as a writer. When somebody give me a little clue, I'm gonna make the connections and the dots. And that's a problem that I have with a Squid Game. It hasn't surprised me at all.
It won't.
In the first game, it was obvious that they're gonna kill them. And when they kill them and everybody's arguing like, we don't have to do this, I really said, now the money's gonna start falling from the roof, and I start falling. And when they kill in the episode 2, that guy, the crazy guy killed the other one. I say the money's gonna fall from the. The only thing that surprised me is the stupid amount of money that it sounds in Korean. But when I make the translation, they're fighting for $30 million. That's super stupid. In the episode that I am right now, I will not kill somebody for 50 million. Hell no. I will not.
Well, who do I have to kill?
Yeah, for 50 million, dude, that's not worth it. It's your.
I know. Well, technically not, because they're part of a black market game, so they'll never get found out, right? But
you never know.
Well, and then that's listen, if you think too hard about it, there's lots of problems with Squid Game. But one thing I would like to point out, and I think a lot of people get this wrong, maybe I'm wrong because I'm in the minority. Everybody talks about Squid Game as though it's a critique of capitalism. I'm like, no.
No, not at all.
No, it's not a critique of capitalism. It's a critique of people ruining their own lives and becoming desperate enough to kill people for money. All of the people who are playing in Squid Game have one thing in common. Exactly. They have one thing in common, and is that they made stupid decisions that they knew were wrong.
And they finished there.
The one exception may be the
old guy.
Well, no. Oh no, he's
don't even. But you're releasing too much information.
I was just gonna say the one exception to that might be the North Korean defector.
I don't know who that guy is.
The girl. She's the girl who defected from North Korea.
Why you say something like that, Jake?
Well, it's not integral to the plot. She just brings it up at one point.
Yeah. Change of subject. I can with you.
But yeah, no.
Sorry.
I was just gonna say it really annoys me because people all over the place are like, "Are we gonna talk about capitalism?" Blah blah blah. I'm like, listen, okay, time out. You're gonna criticize capitalism when you're actually using your iPhone, sitting in your house or in your car, and you're gonna use that device on the internet to criticize the system that gave you all these things.
Bro, sometimes when people talks, they do it for two reasons. Because they don't know the real answer, or because they want attention. And this is gonna flip you. Hopefully you haven't seen it because it's pointless, but because it falls in what we're talking about. You saw Drake comments about Star Wars.
Not about Star Wars. I haven't seen those.
No, sorry, Drake. Not the crazy one. The ex-Kim Kardashian guy. Kanye West.
Oh,
Kanye West. Have you heard what he said about Star Wars?
No.
I don't know how old is that. I just saw it yesterday, and I'm like, before I tell you what it is, my comment is like, oh, he's talking nonsense again.
Wait, was he talking about how the Empire was right?
No.
Oh, okay.
I wish he said that. He says that episode 1, 2, and 3 are the best movies ever. He said that the episode 4, 5, and 6 aren't as good as people think. And because they were saying that people were doing the comment, or somebody stupid says that episode 1, 2, and 3 were better than the new ones since Disney took charge.
Well, that's true,
And
but
that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. It's a relaunch. We talk about this. It's not good or bad because it's a relaunch. But okay, let's not diverse. Kanye West says that the best is 1, 2, and 3, and for the most episode 3. And I'm like, dude, sometimes people understand like him. I'm not gonna say if he's right or wrong. And if you say something out of sense, people are gonna pay attention to you. Because in a world where everybody can talk and raise their voices as they please without limitations, that our freedom become liberty, and there's a big difference. Libertarianism, it will be the right term, but man, it's like, dude, since when we know Kenya West, ex Kardashian, for being a movie critic? Do you see me rapping? Do you see me talking about shedding the hood? No, I don't. Why? Because I didn't born in the hood. I'm not African American. I don't know. I cannot talk about that. I can read about it and tell you about it. I don't know. It just drives me crazy to see that post. It wasn't a big podcast, by the way. So maybe it's gonna go around. Uh, Sorry.
yeah, don't feel
When
bad.
it's
I'm tired. I'm tired too. I've been up since 4:30 this morning.
oh, really? I'm sorry, man. Not me. I actually sleep really well, but my neck has been killing me a little bit. Well, today we're gonna try something different. We're gonna have a commercial. So this commercial goes from our sponsors. Hey, we're back. I know, right? Remember, if you want a production online everywhere of the world, you just gotta contact Force and Industries Corporation. Our website is downstairs, and you can click and you can get a 10% off in everything that you do with Stainer Studio. If you don't like or you don't know if they're gonna be good enough, every music that I release in my 20 something career and the new band Again and Forever is we produce everything like that with him. And as people know, the whole band is around the world, so you don't need to go. However, if you want to have a nice trip to Mexico City and have a place where you can stay with a studio rehearsal place in a mansion, well, that's your team to go. Pay in Air Studios. I love to do commercials.
You know,
Mentions.
and
I love it.
I'm not blowing smoke up your ass, but I've had two people literally say, one, when I first played your guys' music for Eric, the co-host of Average Intelligence, the first thing he said was, "Wow, the production is amazing." Because we didn't, not gonna lie, we thought you guys were like smaller musicians, or he did rather. I knew better after talking to you guys, but
Like age, you mean?
no. Just like I always say, it's whenever you hear somebody who's like, "Oh, check out my band," at least here, probably not in LA, but here it's like, "Oh, okay," and then they like,
Yeah.
if they're good, it's an oddity. But the first thing he said was like, "Wow, this is really high quality. The mix is amazing." And I was like, "That's that's ego. He's a fucking machine."
Yes, I know, man. Let me tell you what happened today. He called me. We really talked like probably 7 a.m. in the morning. Meanwhile, we're doing our walks and we just talk. He told me, I got bad news for you. That's exactly how the call started. I go like, shit. Who died, right? Should say overdose. You never know. He told me, I didn't like the way you sing this song. I need you to repeat it. I go like, really? I say, why you don't sing it for me, Eagle? You don't like it, just sing it. He's like, no. It's like, I don't know, the tuning and the intention. I go like, just, you know what, just make a la 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 la, and I follow the as you please. I don't want to talk about it, bro. It's too early in the morning. Well, he sent me the song. Obviously, perfect. He sang the song. He didn't do just the la la la. He sang the whole song perfectly. He vocal effects, like he sounds so good. And I told him, man, let's leave it like that. He's like, no, 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 no. I said, well, I'm gonna sing next to you. And then you put the two voices like we have in the next single that is coming out, all the things you say, the reimagining song. Oh, it's so good, I know.
It's so good.
So the one that we're is me, the two voices, but instead of have one voice and back vocals, we decided to have two front voices and one in each side. So you go like this with one side, you listen to one version and to the right the other version. So I said, let's do that, but one side is your voice and the other one is mine. I'm not lying to you. I recorded like an hour ago. And when I sent it to him, I told him, man, we could really sound alike. And he's like, yeah. As soon as I put the effects, it's going to be really similar. So for all the people, you know, and this comes to another thing. You know, this restart the world and no money and everybody will be the same and all those ideas. My girlfriend is totally against that.
Me too.
And she's a really educated, opinionated woman. And when I told her that I was doing this song, she went bananas. She told me that's the anthem for that. I got like, come on. I'm going to tell you. It's not a secret. We're doing Imagine by John Lennon, Reimagine by Again and Forever.
Are you going to call it? Are you going to call it Reimagine?
That will be awesome, but I don't think the rights will allow it to do it. But that's a great idea, and I will try to do it. Actually, that's a great idea. The album, we can name the album Reimagine.
Oh, I figured.
So Imagine, yeah. Reimagine. It sounds really stupid, but Imagine, Reimagine, right? Anyway, so, because when I sing with Again and Forever, I go really hard and strong. I don't go soft. And for this song, you need it to be soft. So Steiner did a really soft version. And I would listen to it. And really, sometimes I don't know the difference between. Of course, you know, but there's some ends that I don't know if it's me or him, ego. So it's pretty cool. And like I say, if you want anyone want to do a production, it could be a track, hip hop, metal, rock, pop, whatever. He's the one. He can take your beatbox from your phone, right, and finish it a song. So, and remember, you pay him in Mexican pesos, so it's cheaper for us.
¿Cuántos pesos?
A lot. He's not that cheap. Well, but if you call saying that you listen to the commercial in Tune Talk, you're gonna have 10% off. So that's my profit as manager, but I give it for free to you. I'm not his manager. I wish we have like 4 managers. But yeah, so I can wait to finish. He's finishing that, and we need more songs. So for this new album.
Speaking of commercials, though, I need to get you stuff for the other commercials.
Oh my dear God, please.
Yeah, but one thing I do want to share with you. This made me so happy. You
lose weight and you saw your penis.
Well, I mean, yeah, but that's not what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Hey, little buddy, what you doing down there?
That's where you were.
I thought I lost you. No. The gentleman that I did the Arte podcast with most recently, the Godzilla podcast, I found him on TikTok because the internet is a wonderful place. And now I'm like twisting his arm. I said, dude, you're a repository of useless knowledge. You need to do a podcast. And he's also a comedian. So I'm like, come on, dude.
Oof, that will be amazing.
Well, he's going to, but I preemptively sent him the Arte tutorial playlist. And I quote, dude, the playlist was crazy interesting. I had no idea what some of this stuff meant. I learned a ton. I learned a shit ton. the video about Spotify for podcasts. Years ago, I went to a podcasting workshop at school. This was 1,000 times more useful.
There you go. So if you want to learn about how to do a podcast, remember to download Podcast by Jake. I just got that idea. You will pay us $10 and we teach you how to make the perfect podcast.
Actually, right now it's free, but we're growing. Well, no, listen.
We need money.
No, there's another announcement too. I don't know if you would have seen because you're on the Discord server. That's right, because if you're part of the RT Podcast Network, you have access to the playlist, which is private. You have access to the private Discord server with everyone in the network, which I think Haley's already working out details to have you on her podcast, so you have guests.
Correct.
But we are pleased to welcome the Goosebumps crew to the podcast network. As of right now, their podcast is pretty much exclusively Goosebumps, the book series, the movies,
That's fantastic. This is a fantastic news.
Well, but they are, I mean, you want to talk about experts. Like these are nerds with capital N's, but one of them I've known for about almost 30 years.
Wow.
I've known him since I was about 4 or 5 years old. So
shit, that gives me goosebumps.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And he's always been a super nerd. We had him on Average Intelligence most recently for Halloween, but we had him on for the Power Rangers episode when Jason David Frake passed, which was very sad, but I figured there's nobody better to have on to talk about it. He's real excited. I've been on him for like 2 years to start doing a podcast, and I think I lit a fire under him to do this and more. So lots of exciting new things coming. So there's, if you count that, there's 4 podcasts that are in the works, and then there's 2 more people that I'm talking to but haven't really committed yet. So
we have 3 more than the Dungeons and Dragons that we're working.
Oh, that would be 5, yeah.
And the line of radio dramas that we're working is a full line under our radio media. And we're gonna do we're growing really fast and good.
Yep, so get in while it's still free, because it one of these days we'll have to charge just to be able to have time to do other things.
Awesome.
Yeah, of course. Or not really, but we'll figure it out.
Well, what is
Coca-Cola? We're still open for product placement.
Well, what I forget who said it, but basically it's like, you're successful when you have to start charging people money.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I mean, I never charged for sex, and I'm really good at it.
Well, but that's just the love of the game.
That's what Mr. Stevens told me in high school. Sorry, I'm just messing with you. You're going too serious. No, congratulations. That's a little great news.
So Justin, get on it.
Get on it. What else we have today? Tell me, because of course I didn't do my job.
So I'm gonna touch on something that's still media related, but it's a giant "I told you so" for me. So okay. I know you're not hardcore into pro wrestling or into pro wrestling at all.
Oh, but I know who's back.
Well, back in WWE specifically. So this past Saturday at Survivor Series, it was revealed CM Punk is back in WWE.
Guess good back again. Guess good back.
But so that's not the "I told you so," because I honestly didn't know if he was going. I figured he was coming to WWE, but the "I told you so" came all the way back at All In AEW when Tony Khan announced that he fired CM Punk for cause. For those of you that don't know, the condensed backstory is there is a wrestler in AEW who's actually Luke Perry's son, Jungle Boy Jack Perry, and he got into a tiff with CM Punk because apparently on one of the Saturday night shows, he wanted to use real glass in a backstage angle, which was completely unnecessary. He was told no by several people, including Punk. So Jack Perry decided to throw a hissy fit keep in mind, this was on the pre-show. This wasn't even on the pay-per-view. This was a free part trying to get people to buy the pay-per-view at All In, where he's about to get thrown into a windshield in a real car, and he knocks on the glass and says, "Real glass, cry me a river." On national television, antagonizing the biggest star in that company, the one who got the only time they got past up to that point. I think they may have done it one more time. The first time they'd gotten over 1 million viewers since their debut episode in 2019. And really? And so I said, when Tony Khan fired CM Punk, I said, now I get it. You can't have people fighting backstage, but this is a special case. Because this guy, CM Punk, is making you a metric fuck ton of money. And you're going to fire him over Jack Perry? who hasn't been on TV since.
I got a question for you. Do you know that is scripted as well, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Except
letting you know.
Well, that altercation was not. And I know
Maybe
it was.
The altercation, no. I believe that.
Well, here's the thing. This is why I know it wasn't scripted, because, oh my God, AEW has backstage brawls like every week, and yet when there's a real fight, they don't mention it ever. They try to cover it up, and then when it gets out, they're like, "Oh, we can't discuss that." I'm like, bullshit. Put it on TV. It'll draw you money. It'll draw you more money than the crap you're putting on.
No, they don't put crap. It's an all-American sport, man. It's pretty cool. I mean, I like it.
Oh no, I love pro wrestling, but AEW's television has been
lacking a little bit.
It's not been stellar, especially after Punk left. There was a noticeable decline in the ratings after seeing. Now, true, some fans were bitter, but the TV was just actually not as good.
Do we know how much he got paid to get back
to WWE? I don't know, but I would imagine it's in the millions.
Yeah, of course, got to be in the millions.
And that's before merchandising. And by the way, it's also worth mentioning that CM Punk was a number 1 merchandise mover in both companies and will be again.
Yeah, I mean, he got charisma. That guy has charisma.
Well, I mean, this is a guy who, even years after he left WWE, audiences were still chanting his name. For years. And he sold out the, I forget what it's called now. I think it's the Now Arena or the Allstate Arena. He sold out I think it's a maximum of like 14,000 seat arena in Chicago on the rumor that he was going to be there. Turned out he was there, but they didn't announce anything. It was just a rumor, and he sold the place out.
Wow.
So.
Yeah, I mean, he got the start, man. What can I say?
Yep.
It's good.
It's very good. So, once again, Jake was right.
So, the best Cyber Monday was CM Punk coming back, right?
Technically Saturday, but...
You know what I mean. So, for when this comes, we'll already been a week or two after Cyber Monday. And I succumb. I paying Disney Plus, Hulu, and Peacock. They gave me a great deal. The whole year at 99 cents a month.
Oh, so you bought yourself a cock.
Yeah. A peacock. Not a cock, just a peacock. And no, but they gave me Peacock was 99 cents a month. Disney and Hulu, an amazing deal for $2.99. So now we're gonna be able. And you know what I'm doing? I'm doing it, right?
You have Comcast, don't you?
No, I don't have Comcast. No. You know why? Because we need material for. Virus Quest. I need Virus Quest. Virus Quest is something I've been dreaming since we did the last podcast. It's like that's what I live for. And I told the Oracle Alexander about it, and he said, "Yeah, I will beat you. I will take your money."
Probably.
And I challenged him, and he's gonna try. The thing is, he's running a new casino. He's a poker player, so it's a little hard, you know.
Yeah,
It's a
but
little hard for him.
he can carve out some time, I'm sure, to
Yeah,
win.
but he won.
He can carve out some time to win $50.
Yeah, he need a couple of bucks. He can do that. But now we're gonna have Hulu in the challenge, Peacock, Disney Plus, Netflix, Amazon Prime, and Paramount Plus. That's what goes in the competition. So
That's good because
yeah,
I have all those.
yeah, and we need to make money, right? So did you buy something on Cyber Monday?
I did not.
You know what? I did that. I got another couple of apps. I bought the whole year of the app that I'm using to do the radio dramas. That if you allow me, we can present it today, right? A little later. A little later.
Oh,
A little later.
you want to give him a little taste,
A little taste,
a little
because
sneak peek.
and I want to share this with you and with the audience. We're gonna do a little sneak peeks for 3 or 4, and people can vote which one they want to listen to first.
Ooh, I like it.
So this is what we have right now. The Gathering. That is an amazing story between the secret wars between reptilians. That is, well, we call it draconians for legal rights, but it's reptilians, Illuminati, and the cleric. So the secret wars around that. The core of the stories of 36 years ago, 50 child from the Illuminati were put in special houses in specific places in society. So in 36 years, when they grew up, they have more control about society. The Draconians are trying to destroy that plan, but obviously the religious Catholicism and the priest and the Vatican is always been in cahoots with the Illuminati. That's what the premises are about. So I think it's a really good story. I don't know what you think about that.
Anytime you have the Illuminati in a story, it's probably going to be okay, if not just outright very good. Not completely off topic, but a little off topic. Have you've seen Angels and Demons, right?
Yeah, of course.
Whew, that's a good one. I enjoyed that one immensely.
It is sorry. So we have that one. I have another one for you that is a comedy. It's a radio drama. It's funny because it's a radio drama because it's considered radio drama, but it's a radio comedy. That is, his name is Billy the Goat Perez. Billy the Goat Perez is a sensation. You're gonna love it. You haven't heard this. I'm giving all the premises in Toon Talk. Are you ready? He's the sensation. They call him the Mule because he can make a field goal without effort from the 50-yard line. I mean, the football team just need to make one pass and he will make it. Once he make a 73 field goal, he's playing in UCLA, but he became a rock star, right? So in his third year in college, he was drunk, he was high, he was smoking in the bench, and he goes and when he kicks the ball, he slides because he didn't put his cleats right, and he got into a coma. 27 years after, are you ready? He wakes up and he got 2 options. Either play his senior year, or and the insurance can cover the NCAA bill for the hospital, or he can pay $3 million by himself in less than 8 days. So he goes back. So you now have a guy that he was somebody in the latest 90s. He falls asleep and he's back today, discovering Facebook, WhatsApp, dealing with millennials. He doesn't have idea how life is. He's a macho. He comes from a Latino family. He's a second generation. He makes raspy jokes and it's so funny because the only thing that he works well at is playing football. And as a kicker, that is the most lonely, empty place in a football team. but everybody believes that he still can kick a ball. But I'm not gonna give you more, but it's a funny comedy called Billy the Mule, the real story. Actually, it's called The Kicker, the real story of Billy the Mule Perez. So I think it's gonna be really funny.
Oh
That's
my
the
God.
second one. It's really funny. The third one is a musical. Yeah, because we're going with all the Kahula. I mean, already media supporting us big with Force and Corp. The other one is a premise. What if I do is the name of the script, and it's about a girl called I don't remember the name, but a girl that comes from Pennsylvania with a big dreams to be famous in Hollywood. And in the other side, we have this producer that he's been accused for uh, misbehavior in sexual matters, and they found redeemed into themselves with a full musical device. So you're actually gonna be listening to songs, little pieces of songs with different lyrics inside the musical radio drama. So I think that's amazing.
And then
I don't
those songs, I assume, are going to be released as singles.
I don't know. That you're the business part. I'm just a crazy guy.
I think we definitely should.
Bling, bling, bling.
It'll be like Glee.
There you go.
Except they won't be covers, or will they be covers? I don't know.
Yeah, they'll be covers. They're reimagined. Anyway, the last one but not least is a really radio drama. In 1980 something, Hugo Arguelles, a fantastic writer, will be like the Stephen King for Latin America, wrote a book called The Night of the Kabbalistic Birds. We have the rights, and now we're calling The Pianist, and is the story. This is a story that he wrote based in actual facts that comes with fiction. The premise is that in the Second World War, when Germany was invading the church when Chopin heart, and this is serious. The Chopin Association gave the heart to one person to take care of it, and so they can hide the formalin, the heart of Chopin. So years after, in the 70s, we have a family in Beverly Hills, in the city of Beverly Hills, not in the hills, right? In the city of Beverly Hills, and they're helping this man that he is sure that he's the one that has Chopin heart, and all these crazy acts that he'll need to live in a concentration camp to save Chopin's heart and be a survivor of Auschwitz. So it's a really beautiful, strong, dramatic thing. We got the rights. It was so tough, man. It took me like 7 years to get the rights. But that's the one, and we call it A Pianist's Heart. That's the name of the adaptation. The casting is hard because we're just obviously doing Jewish people, right, and German people, because we want the really tough accents. And yeah, that's gonna be the other one. So we're gonna start doing teasers, like the one that we're gonna present you right now, called The Gathering. It's ready. Hopefully you like it. Sponsored by Already Media, Force and Corp, and Imagineers. Let's go.
Before we continue this store tour, let's put some music. I hate not having music. Mean what you bleeding?
In the depths of the dark Forbonding basement, Saul Conti, a Latino man in his early 30s, finds himself bound to an old chair.
There's still time for you to stop this stupidity.
I need names, and I need them now.
I'll give you a name. Here it is. Screw you, you bastard.
Without warning, the aggressor delivers his sharpest love across Saul's right cheek, causing him to recoil in pain.
Do you know who I work for? You don't want to do this.
The aggressor strikes Saul repeatedly, each low landing with a sickening thump.
Give me the lambs, and I will let you live. Maybe even. I can let you know the truth. of your so-called bosses.
I don't know what you want to hear, but even if I did, that you aren't getting anything.
In an act of defiance, Kunti spits on the aggressor, further fueling his captor rage.
Okay then, maybe your wife and daughter can be more helpful to my needs.
My family is off limits. Stay away from my family. You're nothing but a piece of shit.
With a sinister smile, the aggressor pulls back a curtain, revealing the other half of the room. There, tied up in a dirty mattress, is Saul's 6-year-old daughter and his wife.
Let them go, you wordless piece of shit. Let them go.
The aggressor grabs the woman and brings her close to Saul's face. He removes her gag, allowing her to speak.
I love you. Believe in the eye. Follow the turtle light. Credum oculus secin luminatarium.
As she closes her eyes, her words spread the thin air.
Stupid man. He just started war.
The Gathering by Max Forsen. Performer by Max Forsen, Jose Manuel Trejo, Blanca Forsen, Alicia Trejo, Armanda Steiner, Alexander Sacco, Nadine Hansen, Haley Hansen. The Gathering by Max Forsen.
Coming soon, exclusively on Areta Media.
What do you think?
I want more.
I know. If I got $1 for every time she said that, I would have $2.01.
You know what though? I one thing I love about a lot of the stuff we're doing though is I've forgotten how much I love to listen to these kinds of things.
Yep.
And then it's making me think that maybe I started doing all this stuff because maybe subconsciously I was just making the show that I wanted to hear.
Probably, and we're following your lead. I mean, you're leading us to do these crazy things, and you're supporting these ideas. And
well, it's easy to support the ideas when they're all good. I'm so into this Dungeons and Dragons thing though, because it was like never before have I not known I needed something until I heard it. Like, oh my God.
I know, and we keep casting people, but they are not there yet. We talked about it in the last episode. We still have 2 players. We're closing one in Spain. I'm really dying to have one from Asia. I'm working on that. It looks like it's gonna be a girl called Jenny, right? So, but her English is not perfect, so we're working on that. We're putting a lot of effort here.
I can dub over her.
Yeah, that would be. Imagine double that podcast. That would be crazy.
We can have American Dad moments. Like Toshi says, like 3 paragraphs. I guess so, Toshi.
So yeah, I mean that podcast is gonna be fantastic, and suddenly today Toon Talk has become the update of all of reading media. That's not something I dislike. I kind of like that. And probably we're gonna start asking other people from the other podcasts to come in and talk, to talk about their projects. We are looking for more stories, people. If you guys are there, we become your partners. We figure it out. But if you have good stories and you wanted to make it an audio book and be part of our great family and community, just contact us on our website. We gladly review the project, and hey, you never know, because that's the first step. People write books. Jurassic Park was a book. A year after was a movie, a successful movie, like out of the charts movie. So that's the new way to present movies to producers to get a following. Because if you have a good following in your podcast, you will make a movie sooner than later. for a producer, it's easiest to listen than read.
Yeah, well, and then there's not only that. So one thing I did want to touch on, because of the date of this recording, I got to show you something, Virus. It actually is pretty cool. But basically, I took a video that I did a couple years ago and basically just converted it into a blog post. And then genius me, I never thought to do this before, linked other stuff in the blog post. But I'm actually quite proud of it, because I also added a list of where you can stream every single Godzilla movie ever made down at the bottom. So you're welcome, Internet. But the point I'm making is, again, it's not a big blog yet, but we're trying to, it's not a big blog yet, but we're trying to get it there. If you're a writer and you're part of the network, just email it to me. I'll post it to the blog, because I'm working on my book that I'm writing, but I'm putting it on the blog in parts and chunks. It's a good place it's a good way. Blogging in general is a good way to flex your writing muscle and put some ideas out there, because nobody's saying that it couldn't be collected later and edited. You know, a lot of books are actually not so much anymore, but when blogging was big, a lot of books started out as either newspaper columns, or then when the internet took over, the blogs, really. And then just collections.
You gotta try it. And that's good. I mean, I really believe that if we keep helping people to fulfill their dreams, we're gonna find out the path to our happiness.
Yeah, I told the Goosebumps. I told the Goosebumps crew that I want to ride their coattails to success.
That's amazing. Tell them that we can make their stories audiobooks anyway, but they do that already. So, and the last script that we have, how I could forget, I was looking at my notes. The Unforgettable Note. Unforgettable Note is a comedy drama about a retired rock star and a journalist that tries to figure it out if that urban legend is real, and she went to 3 countries to find that he's real, and he's retiring now an old house in Malibu. And it's such a good-hearted comedy, one dramedy that is really good to see. I can't believe that we already have recorded the whole 2 hours and a half of the whole show, but mixing and master, that is complicated. People, imagine a cast of 45 people, then put the ambient. It's gonna take us a little bit.
It'll be worth it, though.
Oh yeah, well, I love to make different voices. I'm discovering that, and it's pretty awesome.
It's fun, isn't it?
You know what? It's fun, but people were asking me the other day how long it will take. It usually takes us 60 minutes for 1 minute of production. So it's pretty cool, though. It's pretty cool. So yeah, I can wait for that, the new shows. But you know what I can wait for now that we're hitting 1 hour of episode? Virus Quest.
Oh, I gotta play again. Okay.
Yeah, you gotta. You don't want to make money.
Well, now
I don't want to bring somebody till we actually.
And now we have a format and the rules kind of in place.
Yeah. So the first thing is Netflix, Hulu, Disney. What do you want to hit today?
Let's do Disney.
Ooh, fancy patancy. Now, for the goodwill of the show, I select random movies and start watching them, so they're randomly there. So you don't have idea what we're doing.
Oh, okay.
We don't. I mean, we're gonna give you the examples of the story, right? But let's just jump to it as a start. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Virus Quest. For all the people that don't know the rules, he got the opportunity to bet $10 for everyone. If he makes the correct answer, he will receive $10. If he loses or made a mistake, he will give $10 back. He will start with 0, but we're gonna give him the first 10 too, so he doesn't put his own money. Then he got 5 options. These 5 options, he will have unlimited. He get 5 questions and just 1 answer. However, he can bet 2 of those questions to get a clue of the show. The shows are based on their recommendation and the shows that we're watching on the platform that is selected by the competitor. And without ado, let's start. He selected Disney for his first one. As you people know, Disney has many servers inside Disney Plus. So he's gonna receive a first clue, $10, and 5 possible questions. So his $10 are in his first clue. This is part of the National Geographic, and it's a documentary.
Okay. So, unrelated question. Do we have graphics that show how much money I have for this part?
We will. Please, Nino.
It's there-ish somewhere. Okay. National Geographic. Is it a... I've got to word this correctly. Is it a series produced by National Geographic, or is it a single documentary?
Single documentary. Okay, first of all, we made a mistake there, people. My answer's got to be yes or no. So his formulated question is supposed to be, if this is a documentary, yes. If it's a series, no. It's supposedly be two, but I'm going to pass that out.
Okay, true, because I didn't. I will rephrase the question. Is this a single documentary produced by National Geographic?
Yes.
Is it
this is not an easy game, people.
No, it's not. Is it a nature documentary?
No.
Ooh.
So we have 3 questions to go. He can bet. He can make another question and make a bet, or he can just keep going with...
I would like a clue.
So now that will cost him 2 questions. This event, and listen to me, is something related, the documentary is something related to this event, and that event changed the path of everything in the United States of America. It's not about the event, it's something big related to the event. He got just one more question before we got his final answer.
I'm going to get this wrong because I wouldn't know the name of it, but I'm going to try to get as close as possible. Does this documentary have to do with the economy?
No, but it's mentioned in it. And your answer, Jake, this is really hard. We start really hard. For the audience to know, the shows that we selected or randomly appear, they're not hard to guess. There's something that they're in vogue or people talking about. We're not talking about a documentary from 1963, right? This documentary was released early this year. Really hard for you.
Yeah, I was going to say, I got nothing. I don't think I would even know the title.
Right, this was random. George W. Bush, the 9/11 interviews. But I selected for a reason, right? It's really good. It's the day and how he lived the 9/11 in his personal perception. So it's really good. Watch it. It's in National Geographic. Yes, we're betting for this stream people to bet or give us sponsors to promote their show.
I was going to say, if the game is fun and it just promotes programs on the various platforms. So
and that's exactly what we're looking for.
Because I'm going to watch that because it sounds really cool.
It's really cool. Now, you're in 0. You lost your first $10. Now, this is the question. Will you like to stay in Disney Plus or will you go to another platform?
No, I'll stay in Disney Plus.
Perfect. The next one is a reality show. Sorry, man. It's a reality show that is streamed by Disney Plus. However, it's not done by Disney. This is not an easy game. It's for people that watch streaming all the time.
Jesus. Is it a competition show?
Yes.
Okay. I will take another clue.
The hosts, with an S at the end, of this show, they're famous Hollywood stars.
Ooh, okay.
So that gives you just 2 questions. You have, two. You make you have a question, and then you make, but yes, you have 2 more questions to go.
I'll just take another clue.
From the 2 hosts, the female one share a screen with the Mexican actor and singer Diego Boneta and with Tom Cruise in another movie. Yeah, that's tough. I mean, I'm giving you a lot of clues, but this tough.
Well, no, but that's not a bad clue.
Not for rookie. No, of course, they're clues. That's what they're clues. I want you to win. I want you to take my money.
And believe it or not, I'm actually a big Diego Boneta fan.
That's what I do that. And listen, people, meanwhile, he thinks for the time that we have our guests, they will compete on this, the guests. So every guest in our podcast will be able to live with money. That's one. Second,
not this one.
We will have a timer. So they just have 1 minute to answer the question. So that gave me one. Jake, we need an answer.
I don't have one.
So are you just...
Well, hang on.
Kumate.
I'll just guess.
What are they saying, the kumate, when they mate? Remember?
I'll just guess. How about that? I know I'm wrong, but is it The Amazing Race?
No, sir. It's Dancing with the Stars.
See?
Come on, dude.
That's dumb. That's dumb on my part.
That's dumb. Come on. That's the only one that actually their actors are famous Hollywood actors. The hosts.
I don't know who hosts it.
Come on, Carlson is the one. And the other one is huge that he was in the movie with Diego Boneta, with Tom Cruise, with Catherine Zeta-Jones, the musical, not Rockstar, a musical about rock, really good. Anyway, third question, you're in -10.
Got to make up some ground.
Yeah, third question, do you want to stay?
I'm going to commit. Disney? I'm going to commit to Disney Plus.
Okay, we're starting Christmas. We believe in classics. So this movie is about Christmas. It was released. This project, I will say, it was released in 2022, and now it's in the second season. I'm gonna give it away.
Yeah,
2023.
But I'll play along.
I mean, I gotta give it away.
Yeah, I'm
if you
pretty
know the
sure.
Answer, I mean, I'm gonna make a new rule. If you know the answer right away, you play double. But you gotta tell me play double. But you can lose double. No questions, no more clues.
I'm gonna play double.
All right, bring it.
The Santa Clauses.
Yeah, I give it away with that year. But that's good. So now you're in +10.
I would, to be fair, I would have gotten it anyway because my questions were going to be, does it have to do with Santa Claus? And if that was yes, I was going to ask if it starred Tim Allen, and then I would have known.
Because this is about have fun. It's not just about, being an asshole.
But that's good, though, because it's a newer show on Disney Plus, and yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So am I at 0?
No, you're in +10.
Oh, yeah, double. Plus double. Yep.
All right, so the fourth one. I wish I can have a program that I go and find that one because it's not fair.
There is an app you can download, by the way.
Okay.
Gives you a spinny wheel.
Let me know. Okay. This clue. Are you ready?
I am ready.
This is right about our alley. And it's a side story from one of our favorite movies ever.
Well, that's a question. Never mind. So it's a side story from one of our favorite.
5 questions.
I'm thinking. So it's
but I really want to have a voice of a female go. You have 5 questions.
Is it a Star Wars film?
Yes. You got 4 questions.
Is it a movie?
No. You got 3 questions.
I'll take a clue.
It's a TV series divided in 6 episodes per season. This is the first season that it got released.
Does it follow
one more question?
Does it follow the exploits of Ahsoka Tano?
The right answer will be around.
Around Ahsoka Tano?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, it's around Ahsoka Tano. I cannot tell you more. It's just an answer. I mean,
so,
actually, the answer is yes, but it's not what you think. But yeah, yes.
But it's one season.
You need an answer. You don't have more questions.
Well, now you've confused me. I think you're confusing me on purpose. I think you're trying to lead me off the path.
No, not at all.
Okay,
Look, you don't want to lose the path. No, I'm kidding.
Ooh, now it's between one of three.
Answer, man. It's been
okay, fine. Fuck it. Is it Andor?
No. Star Wars Tales of the Jedi.
Oh, I don't even know what that is.
From the prequel era will feature Ahsoka Tano, Count Dooku, and other Jedis. It's an animated story. It's really good. Watch it, obviously, in Disney Plus. It's called Star Wars Tales of the Jedi.
Oh, okay. Well, now I don't feel bad because I didn't even know that show existed.
Well, that doesn't make you perfect, right? Because you're in 0 and you got just one to go now. This move is the move that you can call only in your 5th round. Are you ready? It's called the desperation move.
The desperation.
You can go double or nothing. Wait. Double or nothing. Thank you for sending me that. Double or nothing. You'll have 2 clues in a row, no questions, and you need an answer. And you will walk away with $20 or play it secure and maybe just got in -10. Because if you lose, you will go in under 20. Because you are in 0. You can play for your 10 normal with your 5 questions like normal, or you can go desperate move. I'm going to call Berserk, the Berserk move. You can just go crazy and say double or nothing. I don't have clues. I don't have questions. Just give me 2 straight clues.
Let's do it, Berserk. Let's do it.
Jesus Christ with you. Why? Okay.
Because I'm a dirty capitalist pig.
Great. First clue. It's a seasonal movie. We can say Christmas. That's the first question. The first clue. The second clue, lately it's being released as a gossip in social media that the 3 animated movies created by this director are related. We need an answer now.
So it's a seasonal movie, and the 3, it's come out.
Repeating the question doesn't stop the clock.
I'm thinking.
Okay, because we love you, this next clue is sponsored by Force and Industries Corporation. The movie was released in 1993. That's it. No more.
Is it The Nightmare Before Christmas?
How you knew that? How you knew that? Yes.
Because the clue honestly that did it for me was
that are related. The
yeah.
Tim Burton movie are related. It's the same character. Young, kid, young, and dead is the same character.
Yeah, so they say.
Jack, that's what they say.
Yeah.
And I think it's reasonable. So you just have $20 with you. He will receive $20 for the stupid nonsense prices bought by Temu in 4 months and a half.
Oh, I thought I was just going to get Monopoly money. Yay!
Yay! No, you will. Put them together.
But
so you know what? When I scroll, it was Tim Burton's A Nightmare Before Christmas or Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas Sing Along. How you can do that? That will be so hard to guess.
Yeah, I didn't even know they made a sing along. Although, real quick, you want to know my biggest annoyance with The Nightmare Before Christmas, because I am not a Tim Burton fan.
I don't like them either.
But I like Nightmare Before Christmas. But a lot of people think that Tim Burton directed The Nightmare Before Christmas. He did not.
He wrote it.
You know why? Because it's actually a good movie. That's how I know Tim Burton didn't direct it.
That's mean. But thank you, everyone. This was Virus Quest. Next episode, we wish we can have the Oracle, because I want to destroy that bastard. And we will have ready a word. You know what? This one was shorter. It just took us 15 minutes to do Virus Quest, so that's not bad at all.
Yeah, like I said, we were kind of figuring it out the last time.
Yeah, but I think with 2 guests it will be amazing.
It's a solid game.
It's a solid game. Virus Quest. Anyway, recommendations, Jake. It's late. You're tired. It's been a long week till today, Tuesday.
Well,
Don't forget to watch our other podcasts, please, people.
Yeah, it's all on there, and you can listen to all of them right in one convenient place, artemedia.org. I don't think I talked about it, but the first part of Invincible Season 2 has been released. Invincible is a great show. If you haven't watched it, you should. It's fantastic. Yeah, that's all I got to say. Go watch it.
Did I just hear a little Donald Trump getting into you? It's fantastic.
Not intentionally.
Yeah, wait, it's come like that. I'm going to talk about something. If you're a fan of football, if you like football, there's a 8-episode series called Quarterback on Netflix. If you like football, Bruce Body, soul-crushing fumbles, agonizing losses, and pure joy. Follow 3 NFL quarterbacks in one of the volatile season in a riveting series. Patrick Mahomes, Kirk Cousins, and Marcus Mariota. So you follow them, and it's pretty cool. So you get a little insight. If you like football, that's the way to go. Second recommendation, my friend.
I'm trying to think of a movie to recommend to everybody, because I try to do a movie, a TV show, and then one weird one. So while I'm thinking of the movie, I'm gonna think of a weird one. So going back to pro wrestling, but even if you're not a pro wrestling fan, if you just like, I watched this documentary that WWE put out in 2005, because it's just a very inspiring story to me. So it kind of gets me pumped when I feel like I need a little extra oomph. The Rise and Fall of ECW. It's a fantastic documentary. And it's just, especially if you're in business or media, especially when they're telling the story of this company, which did ultimately fail and get purchased by WWE in 2001, I believe. It was either 2000 or 2001. And then how it kind of resurged. It's just very inspiring, because to this day, wrestling fans will chant ECW at wrestling events. And there are still people that wrestled for ECW that are still active today, and they'll get ECW chants. Most notably, perhaps recently. Well, no, not recently, but they're around. So it's a very good documentary, and it's a very inspiring story. I believe you should be able to find it on Peacock, but if not, I mean, you can purchase it, obviously, but it should be available somewhere.
Great. Thank you. I'm going to recommend a movie that is an oldie. Well, not oldie, it's from 2005, so it's oldie. But in the vibe that we're doing about the radio dramas and everything, I don't care what people think. This is what I say, and this is my story, and I stick with it. The father of the radio drama, Orson Welles, right? For people that don't know who Orson Welles was, he was a radio guy that one day he decided to put a story that he wrote in the radio with special effects, creating a radio drama, but he portrayed that it was real. So he went online and said the War of Worlds, and actually 3 people commit suicide because they were scared, because the aliens were attacking, because he was doing his hello. And I'm sorry about the people that died, obviously, but how brilliant and amazing you to know to change the course of radio and make it radio drama. So, in Oath to Orson Welles, the War of the Worlds, with, of course, Tom Cruise, Dakota Fanning, and the directors Steven Spielberg. So even it's a different pace of movie for Steven Spielberg, it's a really good movie because he tried to stay close to the idea of Orson Welles. So Netflix, you can watch it. I like what Toon Talk is becoming, man.
Yeah, and honestly, you should go back and listen to the radio drama because they played it when I was in elementary school. They played it, and a lot of the kids were bored. And I just put myself, which this is a skill that I've just had for most of my life. I can put myself sort of in a similar time frame because obviously I wasn't around when it was originally broadcast. But when you consider that something like that had never been done before and the way it's structured, I can see why some people were freaking out.
Well, the thing is, you got to realize that when it was released, the radio broadcast was released in 1938. So you don't have TV, right? In the next day, the Herald, the Examiner say, radio fake scared nation. Our radio play terrifies nation, the Boston Daily Globe. The New Yorker says, fake radio war string terror through U.S. The Daily News, fake radio war. Oh, sorry, that's the one. He was everywhere, and he got the guts to do something. And he didn't went with a microphone. He got an orchestra there, a lot of people. He directed the first movie in your mind, and I love it.
It's very good.
It's very good.
It's very good. So I figured out my movie. I'm going to call the shot because when we recorded this, it wasn't released yet. But I'm going to go ahead and call the shot and say I'm going to recommend Godzilla -1.
Okay.
Which I'm going to go see it on Friday. I know it's going to be good. The question is how good. I've already said, because I said on a forum where they were like, what's your favorite Godzilla movie? I said, well, up until now, the original, 1954. But honestly, I think that will change after I see -1.
Okay. I mean, like I told you, I never been a fan of Godzilla, whatever his name is. I hate to say Godzilla, right?
Gojira.
Gojira. Yeah. But I don't mind it,
Yeah, it's a specific breed of movie. But what I tell people who aren't familiar with Godzilla or Gojira in its original Japanese, whatever kind of movie styles you like, you'll find at least one Gojira movie that you'll like because they span several different genres, and you'll find something that you at least partially enjoy. But they're doing something with this movie that I think it's so damn brilliant because it looks fantastic, but I don't think a lot of people have noticed this because this is the first time that a Godzilla movie is going backwards. They're going back to the 1950s. That's
pretty cool, though.
Well, but what they did, though, is they have slightly... I don't even know what the technical term is. They've slightly dulled the color of the film so that it looks like the same... Older. It's not obviously aged, but it just feels like it's a little bit older, but it's still in all of its high definition glory. But it just feels like archival footage in a really strange way, but it so works.
Great. My last recommendation is a really weird one because for the people to enjoy this one, it's going to be hard because the situation that the actor is now in. But before this show was released in 2016 and was one of the first Hulu originals. The name of the show is 11/22/63. For whoever that doesn't know what this means, that means the date of the assassination of JFK. So Stephen King wrote an amazing book. Yeah, have you seen it?
It's so good.
It's so good. Wrote a book about this, And it's imagine having the power to change history. Would Would you journey down the rabbit hole? The 8-part event series followed Jake Epping, an ordinary high school teacher, present to unthinkable mission to traveling back in time to prevent the assassination of JFK. Um, it's so good, man. Jake travels to the past in order to solve most enduring mystery of the 20th century: who killed JFK, and of course the history may prove fatal. It's an 8 episodes one. I watched it when it was released.
Me too.
I know that he's banned from Hollywood, James Franco, but if you can put that away and understand that you're watching a Stephen King show, you will enjoy it. It's on Hulu. It's so good that I do a lot of entertainment. I was answering a survey, and they asked me. I went to a store and at Trader Joe's, and somebody in the door is like, "Hey, can I make a survey?" I'm like, "Sure." Right? He's doing his job. Take me nothing. And when he went, how many hours you spend in front of the TV a week? I told him, I guess 25. And he's like, what? I'm like, yeah. I mean, when I'm cooking, I'm watching something. Because that's what we do for a living. We do entertainment. I weren't been able to do the ideas that we have to create a company, a corporation of entertainment if I'm not. For me, it's like a scientific, or a doctor is reading books, I'm watching shows. So every time that I cancel Hulu, I feel bad because I will not have the chance to watch 11/22/63 again. It's a fantastic movie. It's TV show is something that if you like science fiction, you will like it. If you don't like science fiction, you will like it. If you don't like Stephen King, you will like it. And it means so much, the JFK, for us, that it's something to consider to watch.
Yeah,
that will be my recommendations for the.
I was hooked, man, when I watched it. Oh, it's just do yourself a favor, watch it. Just set some. Wait till you have time though, because you won't be able to just do one episode.
I need to explain me something. This terminology that before you can call it a marathon and people understand that you watch. Now they changed the name this generation, and now it's something birch. How do you call it when you watch?
Binge.
Binge. Why? Binge watch. Where that came from?
Well, so here's, this is a stretch. So, but a marathon isn't something that you would necessarily do often, whereas a binge might be.
Okay.
Oh, and then also a marathon implies completion, whereas binge not necessarily.
Okay, I Google it. It says the earliest known of use the verb binge watch is in 1990s. OED's earliest evidence of binge watching is from 1998 in a message post of the Usenet news group from the X-Files. That's exactly. If you put where did binge watch come from, an X-File on send news group commenter. So somebody name it after the show X-Files. So I'm gonna make you a bet. I bet you 5% of Force and Industries that you go to a kid under 20 and you tell them what you say binge watch, and they don't know what the X-Files are.
So, because I can actually do this. So what questions did I ask? I'll ask my 15-year-old nephew right now.
You tell them, do you know what the X-Files are?
I'm going to say without looking it up.
Do you know the X-Files, right? The show, the X-Files.
Yeah.
I mean, what I'm trying to say is like, and you look, actually says here, the first known usage for binge watching is an active Barry's created to Gerserk, an X-File on Send New Group's commander. On December 20, 1998, he posted a mock questionnaire that asked X-File fine, do you ever binge watch? Parentheses, marathon. It's the same thing.
Yeah. Anyway. Okay, so I asked him, but I don't know if he's going to answer me. Oh, nope. He does not.
Yeah, of course. No, they don't know. But it's weird, right? Now, I just found.
This is great. Does it have to do with the X-Men? Do you want to mess with him a bit?
Tell him, yeah, it's the new Chronicles of the X-Men.
Yeah, it's the new Chronicles
series of the X-Men. Do you want to binge watch that?
Okay, so I'm writing. Yeah, it's the new Chronicles of the X-Men. Do you want to binge watch it?
I'm gonna say hell yes.
If you could see my phone, I would show it to you, but you can't read it.
No, but we trust you.
I'll give you screenshots.
There you go. Tell him that is when Xavier had an alter ego called David Duchovny.
Oh, he's responding.
He had hair.
Yeah, he had hair.
He got hair.
Speaking of, did you ever watch the movie? Did you ever watch the movie he did? Evolution.
What? Yeah, it's not bad. I laugh a little.
I love that movie. Like with you or by myself.
Tell them you don't want to watch this by yourself. It's really scary.
You don't want to watch this by yourself. Actually, he will. He'll be all for that.
Yeah.
I'm putting. You don't want to watch this by yourself. It'll mess with your mind. The truth.
Funny.
Mess with your mind. The truth is out there.
Oh man, that's funny. Well, let's see what he responds. And thank you, Jake. It was a really good, entertaining one. I really think that the path that Toon Talk is just talk about a topic, then update everyone that is happening in the companies, right? And present the sponsors of our companies and present our small projects for people to watch it. So we're becoming Good Morning America for Already Media.
I like it. But I don't know. I dig your format, especially when we have a guest.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing about Toon Talk. We can just go around and do whatever we want. Right?
Okay, he just said, well, I mean, if it's with you, then yeah. So that's not. I sent you the screenshot of my smart ass comment.
That's funny. That's really funny. But thank you, everyone. Thank you, Jake. You need to sleep a little.
I do.
Let me tell you, people, that he's in Indiana, and when we do this, it's really late over there.
It's only 9:30.
Oh yeah, the thing is it's so dark for me over here. It's just 6:35. But I'm good. I think I didn't prepare more now. But you know what? We can close with this. What about we present the video Black Hole Sun exclusively in Toon Talk?
Yes, but before we do that, I just want to let people know that's the beauty of podcasting. We came in with nothing.
I mean, with a show and a lot of sponsors, but yeah.
Well, I mean, we had no real defined plan, but these are skills. But when you do this often enough, and when you're working with people that you genuinely like to talk to,
what?
Hey, you guys!
What was his name in the Goonies?
Sloth. Speaking of which, you're gonna do the truffle shuffle on air, my friend.
Why?
Because of the bet you made me.
What bet I made?
As long as Daily Wire's Snow White movie comes out in 2024.
It doesn't. It haven't come out.
It's not till 2024.
I mean, when the time is time, I got time to work out.
Oh, but did you see they released a trailer for another movie? And I'll be honest, I'm not sure how I feel about it.
Oh, I know. Tell me about it before we cut.
So it's. I thought it was a joke at first, and now I want to see it just because Ben Shapiro plays a basketball referee in a scene. But it's called Lady Ballers. And it seems to be a similar premise to The Ringer that Johnny Knoxville did some years ago.
Yeah.
But it's a bunch of guys who figure out that they can dominate women's sports by claiming to be transgender. But not actually doing anything.
Whereas women's sports is being transformed. The Daily Wire.
Yeah.
Fall.
So I'm all
with the most triggering comedy of the year. Sorry, I'm just reading.
Go for it. Yeah.
I'm just watching it right now. You know what? To be honest with you, I'm watching this, and I think that what they're doing is just that. They're enhancing their audience with trailers that movies that they're never gonna come out.
Oh no, I think it's gonna come out because they've made a few feature-length movies already, more than a few.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Maybe.
I would love to watch this one.
Well, I want to see it, but at the same time, I kind of. So I sling some grief Daily Wire's way every once in a while because for a company that says they don't want to indoctrinate people, sometimes they do kind of come a little strong the other way. I think that's the kind of movie you could make and it be a legitimately good comedy, but I think they're going to take it a little too far.
12 says that it's going to be released on the 1st of the month, December 1st at 8 p.m. Eastern time.
Seriously? That soon? Yeah. They must have had this wrapped already then.
Premiered 12. Yeah, probably they were waiting for the strike to go down.
Well, they're not. I think they're non-union, so
doesn't matter. A lot of regulations. Premiered 12. Yeah, the 1st of December at 8 p.m. Eastern time.
Oh, well, I have Daily Wire Plus. So, yeah, you're right. They have a countdown clock. Oh, my God. The logo's hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, don't take me wrong. The Lady Bowlers with the cherries there, I don't want to watch this. So, yes, Daily Wire. Jake will be letting me use his password.
Well, I don't know, because apparently you can get 50% off your annual membership.
Yeah, but you know what? All the information about the Daily Wire, I got it with you every week. So I don't need it.
I actually,
but this is funny.
Ooh, and in 2024,
the trailer and it's funny, man.
Yeah, and well, here's another thing. And in 2024, their Pendragon series will debut.
You know what? The only thing that I don't like is that Ben Shapiro and all the guys are in the movies. I really don't like that.
It's not with all their movies. So actually,
I just saw what's the name of the girl that we like that she just got engaged?
Brett Cooper.
Brett Cooper.
Yeah.
No, Cooper. She's in that movie as well. I just saw her in the trailer. I mean, just a cameo, but I don't know.
I kind of want to see Ben Shapiro as a basketball referee. That seems like it's going to be funny.
I mean, it's going to be funny though. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to turn this off because I'm 2 steps of click and buy it. But yeah, good for that. I'm ready. If you're ready,
let's do it. Let's give it to him.
Before we go, thank you everyone. Watch this video, enjoy it. We make podcasts because we love it. Follow us. You don't have to pay us yet, but follow us everywhere. Share it. It takes you 5 seconds, and you help a lot of people. This is not just Jake and me. It's a lot of people behind us. More when it's a Thursday orgy. It's a lot of people behind us. Have a good one. This is Black Hole Sun, reimagined by the amazing band that I'm the lead singer again and forever. Virus out. Let's see it.